why not grab one this morning, because it's the perfect morning to do so. Take a look at that coffee forecast. I'm going to say make it a medium, because currently we're looking at temperatures this morning in the low 60s. We just need some sort of caffeinated beverage, especially on a Monday, maybe even 2 cups sometimes. But here's a look at what's happening. We had a great weekend. Temperatures really started to cool. We're going to continue this cooling trend where it finally feels more fall-like. Our temperatures are going to stay below average for the next few days. In fact, tonight, get ready for that marine layer to deepen up just a little bit more. We will see temperatures go up just slightly once we head toward the middle of the week, but overall, we're looking at a couple systems right now. So that system that brought us the humidity last week, remember, it went up to the Bay Area, and then over the weekend, it kind of came back down into our area and brought us a little bit more of the light rain and also drizzle on Saturday morning. Well, now you can see it's off to the east of us. We have another system sitting to the north of us that's going to continue to provide us with slightly cooler conditions. So as we head into the middle of the week, even though we're looking at temperatures warming up slightly, you can see that system kind of just drops down. So that's why we're going to stay below average as we head into the next few days. All right, so I want to show you really quickly what's happening. We have a little bit more of that sea breeze this morning, so you can see that the winds continue to push in, and then we're actually looking at pretty clear skies. We have a few patchy clouds here and there this morning, but it's not as bad as what we saw yesterday. So we're definitely looking at temperatures this morning a little bit cooler. We're talking about temperatures starting off this Monday in the low 60s. We have those upper 50s for Pasadena, and then we also have those upper 50s in the Corona area and also in Temecula. But we have low 60s in San Bernardino this morning. All right, so here's a quick look at what I'm talking about with the clear skies. We don't really have too much of that marine influence going on this morning. But I want to talk about our highs, because temperature-wise, we are looking at temperatures, as I mentioned, below average. So we have those mid-80s in areas like Woodland Hills. We'll have those 80s as we head into the afternoon for Santa Clarita, and then low 80s, that is, and then we'll have 80s for Simi Valley. And then here is a look at our beaches. Beaches are going to stay in the low 70s. So hour-by-hour forecasts as we are gearing up and as you're leaving the house on this Monday morning. In areas like Pacoima, you'll hit in the low 70s later on this morning. But we're looking at much more sunshine as we head into the second half of the day. So again, some patchy clouds here and there, but overall it's not that bad. And then we're looking at, this is supposed to be our beach forecast. You can't really see it because the background is a little bit dark and the lettering is a little dark, but this is for Santa Monica. You'll start to see those low 70s appear once we head into the latter part of the morning, around 11 a.m. So it's going to feel a little bit nicer as we head toward the afternoon, because we're actually looking at more sunshine, not quite as many clouds as what we saw yesterday, just because of the clear skies. But here's a look at the rest of Southern California. 76 for the Long Beach area. We'll have those low 80s in Whittier. And then for Orange County, we're looking at those temperatures in the high 70s. And then for Mission Viejo, we're also looking at those high 70s. And then right along the coast, Huntington Beach and also San Clemente, we're looking at those temperatures topping out in the low 70s. For the Inland Empire, it's going to be very similar to our valley communities where we have those temperatures in the mid to low 80s. So you could see San Bernardino topping out at 85, 83 for Ontario, and we'll also have those mid 80s as you head out the door for Lake Elsinore as well. All right, so here's a look at what we're expecting as we head into the next few hours for areas like the Inland Empire. So you can see clear skies by noon, temperatures topping out in the upper 70s, and then it's the second half of the day where we start to see those 80s pick up. So Futurecast shows that late tonight, we really start to see the clouds start to move in. So it gets a little bit thicker than what we're seeing this morning. And then by the time we head into tomorrow morning, just before the lunch hour, we really start to see all the clouds start to thin out. So it's going to be a little cooler as we head into Tuesday, and then by Wednesday you could see just a little bit of that warm up, just by a degree or two, and then we're heading into the upper 70s again once we head toward the end of the week. Valleys are looking at a high today of 85, dropping to the low 80s by tomorrow. All right.